I'm excited to show you why all my professional fix and flip clients are turning to construction and building ADUs because of the incredible return on investment compared to just fix and flipping. Here's the real ROI for my clients who are building ADUs and either renting or selling them off. Remember, many of the cities are adopting legislation and rules that allow you to sell off ADUs as homes. In this example, in central Los Angeles, for example, you can purchase a house at 600,000 with 120% down, $120,000 down, which is 20%, and we estimate closing costs at $15,000. So your purchase loan amount is 438,000. Now, we're going to look at the primary house can rent for 4,500, but maybe it needs some remodeling, so $100,000 for remodeling. Then you're going to build two ADUs, both of which are two bedroom, and you can build a fourth unit called an SB9 unit. It's complicated, but you can. Each of these two units are two bedrooms, so they cost about 225, maybe 250,000 to build. And in that area, you can sell them off when you're done for 800,000 total. So if you decide to sell, your net sales price is 33,200,000. Your construction budget is 775,000 and your rental income is 15,000. This is how the timeline works. First, you do the DSCR loan here and you rehab the property with that 100,000 and get it renting. So you've got $4,500 per month. That is a DSCR ratio of 1.13. That means that the rent covers 113% of the mortgage and you're netting about 500 bucks a month cash flow. That's what the old fix and flip stuff used to do. However, in the meantime, you're going to work on designs and permits. So now you're going to add a $775,000 budget. So now your total it refinances your first mortgage to add in the construction budget. Yes, the rates are higher, but they're interest only and it's a line of credit. So you only pay on what you use. But we'll be conservative. We'll estimate that you're making this full monthly payment of $9,471, and you're still only getting that $4,500 a month rent, right? So it's a 0.48 DSCR ratio. And we're going to need cash reserves of 66,000 to make sure we can cover that full monthly payment. You don't have to make the full monthly payment. It's a line of credit, so you're only paying as you go on what you use, but still, we need to make sure. When you're done with construction, this is a very, very temporary loan. Use it for maybe 6, 8 months. When you're done, you can then refinance back out into DSCR. Now you've got $15,000 in rental income from all these new ADUs. You would be cash flowing $6,750 a month. So, or you could sell them off and have sales proceeds when you subtract the realtor costs, your construction costs, and your down payment. Your net sales proceeds are 2,821,000 and change. Now, we have another way of looking at should you rent versus should you sell. And in this example, we compare if your construction budget's the 7.75%. Ultimately, we think interest rates will be at 5.5, but your potential sales price is 3.2 million. Your net sale price minus the realtor fees. And here's your PITI at that rate and your monthly rental income. Over a 10-year period, if you rent, your net income is over 10 years is 582,000 plus the equity. So you're looking at that net revenue. However, if you take this money and invest it into the stock market at 8%, you would be netting 5 million. My recommendation is take the money, buy another property and add more ADUs because that is a multiplier of what you're building. So This is why my professional fix and flippers are switching to ADU construction. And with this upcoming year being allowed to build up to 10 units on a single family zone property, imagine each of those 10 units cost to build is 200, 250,000, and you're selling them off for 7, 800,000, a million too. Yeah, you see why ADUs are a thing. So let's run the numbers.